right, y'all, this is what you have to get by to just go down where we got to. Wow, you're like one of them RVers that started a geyser.
We wanna go.
Welcome to the hot and sweaty RV, BDR's RV, Lady Bell, 93 degrees.
I was just going to say welcome to the jungle, but it's not the jungle, but it's hot.
Ooh, now I have that song stuck in my head. Y'all know we like song references, so...
And if you know who sings it, put it down below. You know. Anyways.
Show them the proof of what the temp is, y'all.
It's 93 in here. Now, I know you're wondering, listen, y'all are boondocking. Why in the world are you not turning on the AC? There's a couple reasons. Real quick, we can. We absolutely could. We could run it for maybe 5 hours. But if we did that, at the end of those 5 hours, our juice would be gone. I mean, and we would have to wait till the next day to recharge. And we still go through maybe, 20% between supper time and when we wake up the next day. So
Yeah.
we just don't have enough panels or batteries to sustain that for very long. It's a spotty thing for us, so we can't do it. But what we can do is what?
Run the fans. We have this fan right there, and then we have Matthew's pink fan because I'm sitting on his side.
Her fan. It ain't my fan.
There's my fan.
That's my fan. It's not
And
opposite
then
day.
that's where we have the temperature thing, and we have that window cracked, and all of the other windows. Let me show y'all real quick. See, all of the other windows and the front door is open, and it's 15 mile per hour wind right now, so that's creating a nice warm
Yes.
breeze.
And a warm breeze is better than no breeze.
Yeah, it kind of helps the stickiness on your
Yeah.
skin.
Well, it helps it be more tolerable. Honestly, this isn't great weather, but we can do it. We can do it. And we can do it because tomorrow...
It's going to be a nice 77. And one other thing before we go to tomorrow. Well, don't y'all have a max air fan? Well, yes, we do. And it's not open because of the wind. Now, we try to do research to see what wind gusts can that thing, sustain?
Yeah,
But when
don't
we
know.
hear it kind of like making whiny noises, we kind of close it. So that's closed right now.
And for the record, we do not have one of those fancy newfangled covers. If we had a cover that went over it, it could withstand probably everything under the sun because it could only open so far. But ours is without a cover, so
Yeah.
we're stuck.
So, like Matthew said, tomorrow is going to be a lovely 77 degrees, and we haven't suffered all day today. It actually was cold this morning because I think
Yeah.
it got down to the low 50s last night. It was so nice.
Very nice waking up to that.
A little cold, and then tonight I think it's going to get down to 50, but that's not till like 4 or 5 a.m. And I just keep hearing noises, y'all.
Yeah, forgive us. We're in an abandoned campground, but people still drive around here, so we kind of turn our heads once in a
Yeah,
while.
we're always, what's the word I'm looking
Vigilant.
for? Vigilant of our surroundings. When
Yes.
we hear weird noises, we're like, what's that? and then we peek out the window.
Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah, but, so it's supposed to be very nice tomorrow, and we're not far from like a Flying J and an Exxon, so
No.
we're going to get out after we're done working and probably just drive up there and just throw some trash away, maybe buy a bag of ice, and
Which we could get our own ice out of our ice maker, but then you don't get to drive around in the AC. So we're buying ice.
Yeah, so we're gonna patronize the gas station so we can dump trash there and just buy some ice. So it's a win-win, and we get AC.
Yep.
All right, y'all, we're fixing to turn to get our water, which is right across the street from the Cowboy RV Park. It's the Humane Society, and they have a free dump station, and you can get water.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
All right, y'all. Matthew put this on without the regulator, and I think it blew our filter. So now he's putting the regulator on and he's fixing to turn the water on again. Let's see. So is it busted?
This water just blew it up. That's it, it's done.
So now you're out, what, 40 bucks?
Yeah, we got to get another one of these, which I was not looking forward to doing, but now that it blew a hole in each side of it because it's too powerful, I didn't think I needed a water pressure regulator with this because it's just filling up a container, but I guess I do.
So that means if you bring your RV here and you're filling your RV up, then you would have to have the
pressure regulator.
Mm-hmm.
That's a warning. Use the pressure regulator from now on. We will be if you need to fill up at a water station, unless you know it's just really weak.
And y'all, we have to go to Walmart, and now Matthew's soaked, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
My shirt is wet, my pants are wet.
Y'all can't make this stuff up. Look at this. All right, y'all. Let me show you where we're at. There's us, the RV, and we're taking this dirt road. And on the way back, I will show you how bad that dirt road is. But we just wanted to walk back here and explore. This is, I guess this used to be part of the state park. It's BLM land.
Now that you've asked, here's my guess. My guess is that they sort of maintained the loop where all of us like to park back there. But all here, they don't have much use for this, so BLM doesn't grade this down and they don't put gravel on it, which is fine, but we can still explore.
And there's a storm coming in, but it's just bringing this nice breeze. The temperatures are nice because it was kind of warm earlier today. All right, y'all, there's a fence here and a fence there, but nothing covering the road. There's no signs that say you can't walk this road because I think it's BLM land, but see, this road is really bad right here. But if you can make it this far, that's a nice spot to boondock in right there. And then if you can make it on the other side of the fence, you can boondock right there. Y'all want to see something cool? I'm going to walk this way and you're going to see these grasshoppers. Look at them hopping. You see all that? Those are little grasshoppers. If you walk towards them, look at them. Y'all, we are not in the desert. This is Idaho. And this is our first boondocking spot in Idaho. But someone came all the way down this road and made a campsite right here. I mean, you can see the fire pit. And look at that. They left trash all the way out here. A can, cigarettes. They still come all the way out here and they can't pack it in, pack it out. But I'm loving all of these grasshoppers. Y'all, we gotta go. Our hike got cut short. It's starting to rain and we left the windows open.
Because it's hot inside.
How soaked are we gonna get? We didn't bring our frog togs, y'all.
I'm more concerned with our computers.
This is what you have to get by to just go down where we got to.
And some people are watching this saying, challenge accepted.
Right. Hey,
You could go through here, but not with a pistol.
we saw a guy go down here earlier. All right, y'all, Matthew's closing the windows, but look at this. It's a rainbow. Matthew said it was a double rainbow. I only see one though. Let me know if you see two.
Let me zoom in. There's the one. There's the other. Hard to see, but they're there. All right, y'all, there we are. And we're just wandering around. It just drizzled outside and it's a lot cooler, it seems like, but we just happened upon this. Not only are people rude and sloppy, is that the word? By leaving their trash outside, they try to hide it in the bushes. Y'all, if you want to keep places like this free and open, stop leaving your trash everywhere. Just pick it up, pack it out. There's plenty of places. If you need help figuring out where to put your trash, email us, brokendreamsreborn@gmail.com, and we will give you far better suggestions than this. Please don't do that.
Y'all, it's happening.
Oh, it ain't. It's just a rumor.
It's happening. You're watching. It's been like months. I don't know if it's been a year, but it's been months. No, it ain't been a year, but goodness.
So why has it been so long?
Bugs.
It's been really buggy area. The weather.
Windy, rainy.
We've been in the worst places for this.
When we were at Divide Campground, which was a beautiful campground,
Yes.
It was too buggy. There was no way we were using that Blackstone there.
And it was really hot.
But this has been our first boondocking spot since we started boondocking this summer in Montana, where it has been no bugs. I ran enough of you want to see what he's fixing to put on the grill, right? It's onions, y'all. Is there something underneath the onions? I think there is. Matthew's got the wind guards on, which they are now $1.25 instead of $1.
I really try not to use them because it takes more water to wash them, but it's just so windy, and I cook when I'm cooking on low temperatures, so it's just the flames are all over.
Yeah. It's a little windy. It's not like 20 miles per hour where we were just talking about why we don't cook in the wind, but you can cook when it's a little windy. Onions and peppers, y'all. Yay!
We'll use our healthy avocado oil.
Yay! Hear the sizzle. Sizzle. All right, what's the main attraction?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
On the Blackstone with peppers and onions?
You know it.
Y'all want to see my face? Ew. I don't know if that'd be good. Have y'all had peppers and onions on a peanut butter sandwich? Ugh. Anyways, there it is, y'all. We got these brats at a harvest host in Wyoming called
Our Wyoming Life. It's right there in the package.
Yep.
Convenient.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, we will link the video below so y'all can see what it looks like. Apparently the doggy's ready too.
Yeah, somebody's got a little yipper dog.
And did they say what the flavor of these brats were?
No, just brats.
Okay. Our favorite kind of brats are Hawaii brats.
Ooh, those are good. Now, for all of you people who like to boil them ahead of time, but we don't do that here.
Do you want to do that again?
No, I don't boil my supper. Sorry, I could not in the habit of doing it. We do a low and slow on the Blackstone, and it turns out perfect every single time. Couldn't be any better.
Oh, low and slow.
Low and slow.
I don't know if I've ever heard that slogan before. So is this what you do when you cook?
Don't tell anybody, it's a secret.
Wow, that's a lot of hard work cooking on the Blackstone, isn't it?
It's called management. You have to manage the temperature, manage the cooking, rotate, flip.
It really looks like you're managing from the chair.
Hey, all you good managers out there know exactly what I'm talking about. Honestly, if I were making burgers, I would be more attentive to it because I don't like to leave them very long on the grill. But these, you got to make sure they get up to like 160. And you don't want to burn them, so you want them to be perfectly temperatured on each side. So I just go low and slow, and there's not a lot of action.
Low and slow.
Yeah. I wonder if that's going to catch on.
I don't know. All right, y'all, and there they are on the plate, the brats. And then under here is the onions and the peppers.
Yum, yum.
All right, y'all, we're off to show you something really cool in our abandoned state park campground. Yes.
We're going to try. It's getting a little dark, but we are going to try. And who is that? That's our neighbor. Yeah, that's our neighbor with the little fifth wheel.
Everybody wants to see the neighbor. There he is. He's got a doodle, everybody. Who likes doodles?
He has a big doodle, too.
Leave a comment below if you like doodles. And if you have a doodle, let us know what your doodle's name is and what kind of doodle it is. Seems like everybody's getting a doodle. Does Matthew want a doodle?
Matthew does not want anything with 4 legs.
We could get a doodle and name it Yankee Doodle.
How long did it take you to come up with that?
It just hit me. Like, I hadn't been thinking about that. It just went bam.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright, y'all, we are here. Back in the day when this was a state park, they had a visitor center here.
It was a big building right here. Don't you see it?
They tore it down.
They closed this place in the 80s.
Alright, let me see if I can get a good shot for y'all if y'all want to pause and read it. There's supposed to be some petroglyphs up there we're going to go see.
Shoshone and Bannock.
Pause to read. Okay.
All right.
Oh, here's the trail. Okay. So I wonder why that... Oh, they probably fenced that off so you can't drive up there.
Oh, because that used to be the drive up to the welcome
Visitor Center.
All right, y'all. Indian Rocks. It's what it's called. You can clearly pick some of these out. This was their writing tablet in the day. Instead of pencil and paper, this is what they did. That's really cool because of how old that is. We should not be doing this today because we have lots of ways to communicate. These people did not, so this is what they did. All right, I'm not sure if any of this writing on this rock is old or not. I'm not an expert in this. I just don't know. If you look closely on this rock, here's some more. I can definitely pick out some on this one. Tell me if you see it. And it looks like there's some patterns on there. And on this rock, I definitely see some, and that seems to be consistent with the writing on the other rocks. Ooh, I see some more too. And look at that, y'all. I'm so glad they still have this fenced off and protected. It's been here a long, long time. This is how they communicated back in the day. Very primitive form of communication, and we are blessed that it is still here. All right, y'all, there's Sean. This is a wide shot of what the whole thing looks like. This place is really cool. If you're in the area, you don't have to camp here, but I highly suggest you stop by and get you a little glimpse of history and spend more time than I did reading those tablets up there.
All right, y'all, we're out exploring public lands. That is the interstate right there. We're fixing to go under it.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that absolutely nuts? Look at that. I mean, we've all walked through tunnels before, but look how close this is to the interstate.
Let's go. Ooh, it looks muddy. Let me go first. Move.
Yeah.
Ew, ew. I slipped.
Yeah. The only way to make it past this first part is to walk on the edge, but then it gets really muddy in there.
Is it better on that side? I was slipping on my side. Your side's more compact.
But it's still muddy.
I'm on the dry part now. We'll just have to clean our shoes. Matthew, come on. You're almost to it. Yay, he made it. Are you gonna shine the light so the peeps can see where we're going? There. Look, we did it!
Look at this.
We're between the interstate. Or both sides of the interstate. Is this side muddy?
Not yet.
This side looks better. Ooh. It's like a horror movie. Who's gonna get you in the tunnel? The other side is also public lands, y'all.
Yeah, none of this is private property.
We did it! Yay! You glad we did it? Look at my shoes, everybody. Oh my goodness. And we're boondocking. How are we gonna clean these? That's where we came from, and we have to go back.
All right, Sean, our fearless leader, is up front. This has really been fun going through here. When I look at this in the camera, y'all, it looks like one of those mesmerizing things. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, this is the way it looks from this side. The stuff we do for exploring. This is all your fault.
Hey, who was the first one? Matthew's like, no. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm not, I'm going.
I wasn't scared, I just want to be clean.
You can wash your shoes. I know we're boondocking, but we'll just have to make the best of it until we go to an RV park and wash again.
So was it worth it?
Yeah, it was neat. I wish we had more time and we could have explored more of the land over there.
Oh yeah, y'all, there's so much land here to explore. It's amazing. We got to go through this. Look, mud and water. And I'd like to try to preserve my shoes as much as possible. They're not too bad right now.
All right, y'all. I'm leading again, but I'm gonna go out this side. It's so squishy and the mud's really, I hope no one comes through here with a four-wheeler. Oh no, my sock got wet. Okay, made it. Let's look at my, oh my goodness, look at my shoes.
What we're probably going to do, y'all, is when we get back to the RV, we're not stepping foot in the RV with these shoes on. I mean, come on.
Dun,
No.
dun, dun.
So what we're probably going to do, if you're curious, is take them off, put on our flip-flops, use the outdoor shower, which we've never used before other than to check water pressure, and we're going to spray them off outside.
Hey y'all, it's Friday and most people are really excited about Fridays. Well, it's the end of the work week, but for us, we're really excited because tomorrow is travel day.
We always have loved travel day. In the 2.5 years we've been doing this, we'd always loved it. Maybe with rare exception if the weather's bad. Some people don't like travel days. It's just exciting.
It's always exciting to put, you know, kind of tear stuff down. You know, when you go on a trip, you pack your suitcase. Well, here you pack your RV up.
We pack our home.
So that's exciting. So where we're going, y'all have to stay tuned and see where that is on next week's video. But we spent all day, like all day Labor Day, because we both, I had the day off from my work and then Matthew took some time off from BDR so we could scout where we're gonna go next. I picked a region, he picked a region, and my region won.
She won, for now. We might still get to do mine, but the reason is it takes a long time to find your own boondocking spot. You can go down the list of Campendium and all those places, which we do, but then we want to find our own. And the places that you found were very unique, so we're looking forward to it, and it took a lot of research to get to it.
And another thing is just try to pick a region or you'll just get overwhelmed. If you're like, well, I want to go somewhere in Montana. That's a huge state.
That's not specific enough.
Or I want to go to, Utah. It's a huge state. So you just need to pick a region within that state and then see, you know, start where kind of the city you want to go to and then kind of branch out from there and see what there is within a certain mile radius, or you're just never gonna find anything because it gets overwhelming.
It really can. I mean, it's just a lot of work. Who knew it would be this much work to live out in the middle of nowhere?
Right. Currently, as y'all know, we're in an abandoned state campground, which formerly was known as
Indian Rock State Park. And if you Google it, they will still tell you Indian Rock State Park. But what about getting here?
Getting here, y'all, Google has it listed in there as the Indian Rock State Park. We're like, oh great, we don't need to put in the coordinates. And so I noticed as we were getting closer that they wanted us to get off at the exit, but then go back on the interstate the other way. And I'm like, that doesn't even make sense. That's the state park right there.
Google just wants you to turn right, you're there, but there's not an exit. It doesn't care. It wants you to fly or something. I don't know what they're thinking.
So if y'all come here, the best advice we could give you is to put in the Flying J.
Yes.
In
McCammon.
Yeah, McCammon. And then instead of going to the Flying J, which is to the left, you take a right at the stop sign. And as soon as you take a right, you'll see two huge brick walls or columns.
You can tell it used to be an official entry point.
Yeah.
If you're headed south, then Flying J will be on your left and the state park will be on your right. If you're headed north, flip it around.
We like to scout out, even though it's an abandoned campground where they had, you know, pads and stuff that obviously an RV could fit on. We still needed to scout it out because we didn't even know if it was going to be really busy or how the roads were. So we needed an RV park, y'all. This is south of Pocatello. Pocatello is the major city of this area, and Pocatello did not have that many appealing RV parks to choose from.
Honestly, most of them turned out, they call it an RV park, but most of them turned out to be just mobile home parks, and those are usually full. They're not looking for vacancies.
And so there's another city called, is it Lava Hot Springs?
Lava Hot Springs, yes.
Which is actually closer to this abandoned state park. They have a KOA, but it's a KOA holiday. Do y'all know where I'm going with this? So they had a new section because we looked at satellite. We're like, awesome. They don't have any trees. This is the middle of nowhere. It's not going to be expensive. So Matthew called.
It was over $100 a night. I mean, I know Lava Hot Springs, it probably has some kind of hot springs, but over $100 a night for the middle of nowhere.
But that's not the crazy part, y'all. The crazy part is the section with trees. They quoted Matthew like $100. But then they're like, but if you want the site with no trees, $124. We went back to Pocatello and Matthew found the best rated park in Pocatello, which was the Cowboy Mobile Home Park, y'all.
Now this mobile home park was different because it had an RV section, a small one, and then they were surrounded by mobile homes.
But when you look on satellite, they have trees. So Matthew called and said, can we please have a site with the least amount of tree coverage? And they were
accommodated.
able accommodate us. That's the word I'm looking for, y'all. But another scary thing about this park, it looks very small, but they have double pull-through site.
And it's not double like back to back, although some people did that. It was you pull in and then your neighbor pulls in behind you, and if you don't leave quick enough the next day or at all, they back out. Some people decided to have their hookups on the wrong side and they still backed in. It's just, I was so glad the site we got was a single site. It was still a little bit weird. We were hanging out into the aisle, but they said that's fine.
But we got a single pull-through site on the end, so we could back out of that site to leave because there was tons of room, or we could pull forward. But our neighbor beside us, his truck was kind of in the road, but the neighbor across from us left, so we were able to, and hopefully we have footage of that when we left that tight park.
Make a really wide turn, but it worked.
So we scouted this place out. It was not busy at all. This was the weekend before Labor Day. We had our choice of sites when we pulled in here, and Matthew picked this lovely pull-through site because it was the best site for our solar.
Which it is. This place has a lot of sites, but most of them were turned like east or north or northeast, and none of that does us a lot of good if you don't want to live on a generator.
But we had a backup. We knew if we came in, we liked the pull-through site, but then we would take one of the other sites that weren't perfectly angled. They had three really long sites, and then they had a group site, and then if that all failed, y'all, like if it just got totally full, you can park down there by the signs, the petroglyph signs. Yeah,
I mean, obviously it's not meant to be camped there, but it's abandoned, so you do what you want.
But another tip, y'all need to look, if you come in here, just look really carefully because there are other sites that aren't well used, but they're hidden in the grass.
There are lots of them. Honestly, there are so many sites here, there's no excuse for people not having a site. Now we know that. We didn't know that before.
The only thing I don't like about this site, Matthew might disagree, is there's another site right behind us that's a back-end site that's really close, and the car campers like to pull in at like 10 o'clock at night with their headlights and stuff, and they like pull as close as they can to us. I'm like, why?
I mean, We totally have respect for car campers, and man, I've never seen so many of them in one place.
Right.
Never. There's a ton of them, but they like to just inch up as close as they possibly can to us at night, and I'm like, dude, do you really have to do this? But it's not worth saying anything because they're usually gone by 6 or 7 in the morning, but it's still aggravating.
Because we have the windows open because we're boondocking. We don't use the AC, so we're sitting here watching TV and our own little space, and then it's like, well, hello, because our lights are like shining right on us.
Like, should I turn it up so you can hear it too? Overall, we stayed in an abandoned state park, and we can say that we've never done anything like that before, and the fact that this place is still open to the public is really cool. But every window you can actually see out of, you can see mountains, more than one mountains, and I don't mean you have to squint, they're big.
And I don't know if it's the season, but the grasshoppers, when you walk, they just fly everywhere. As long as they don't touch me, I'm fine.